He who returns from a journey is not the same as he who left. As a kid, someone probably told you that if you kept digging a hole, you'd eventually end up in China. Hopefully that person wasn't your science teacher, otherwise you probably also learned that humans hunted dinosaurs to extinction. One of my senior friends told me before he went to China, China was another planet as far as he knew, some far-off, alien place that he'd never seen. The closest you could hope for was a Panda Express in the food court at your local mall, followed by a lame Jackie Chan buddy cop movie. But today, traveling to China is almost as common as the cliché summer backpacking tour through Europe. And with an upgraded tourist infrastructure following the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, China's impressive coming out the world. It's never been easier to explore one of the world's most fascinating civilizations, but it is always interesting and worthwhile to experience the culture by taking a 2-week trip in person. Cannon School has a great opportunity to experience China firsthand, so what are you waiting for? Start digging.
So why travel to China? China is the world's fastest growing economy, achieving an eye-popping annual average growth rate of 9.5% for more than 28 consecutive years. China just overtook Japan as the world's second largest economy in 2010, faster than most economists predicted. China currently exports more than $1 trillion worth of goods annually and will soon account for 50% of the world's trade. Over 40% of China's office workers work over 10 hours of overtime a week, and 7% of the entire population works over 60 hours a week. Slide. So, China's tourist attractions. There are many fabulous tourist attractions throughout China, but even in Beijing, you can easily spend 2 weeks and just touch the surface. In Beijing, you can see the Great Wall, Temple of Heaven, Summer Palace, Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City, and many other fascinating sights, while also taking in the ultra-modern subway system, shopping, and the Olympic venues from 2008, including the famous Bird's Nest Stadium.
A private coach and driver will accompany us today on our trip outside the city. Visit the Great Wall of China, one of the world's most awesome and impressive sights. The series of stone and earthen fortifications snakes its way east to west for nearly 4,000 miles, and was rebuilt, and maintained between the 5th century BC and the 16th century AD to protect the northern borders of the Chinese Empire. Visit the Ming tombs, where 13 of the 16 emperors who ruled China during the Ming Dynasty are buried in a box canyon at the southern foot of the Tianshan. This is the most extensive burial complex of any Chinese dynasty, and the tombs are constructed in conventional fashion with memorial halls at the front and burial chambers to the rear. Tonight we will attend either a martial arts demonstration show or an acrobatic show. Tonight we will enjoy dinner in a local restaurant. Explore the fantastic Summer Palace, an expanse of elaborate Qing-style pavilions, bridges, walkways, and gardens scattered along the shores of immense Kunming Lake. We will enjoy a tour of the park, which covers roughly 716 acres, with Kunming Lake to the south of the Longevity Hill to the north. Enjoy boating on the lake in slow, electric-powered watercraft, and stroll along Suzhou Street, designed to imitate the ancient style of shops on the banks of the rivers in Suzhou City, Jiangsu Province. The running water of Back Lake in the Summer Palace forms the street, and the market is located along its banks.
As a group, a hutong is a unique form of traditional Beijing living quarters with a small street or lane between two courtyards. There are thousands of hutongs in Beijing, most of which were built in the Guan, Ming, and Jing dynasties. Experience a fascinating tour of Beijing's neighborhoods by rickshaw, which will include visits with local families to gain a unique understanding of residential Chinese life. Explore Lotus Lane, a local hangout consisting of string of cafes, restaurants, and shops along a canal. very lovely dinner. Tonight we will enjoy dinner in a local restaurant. Relax and enjoy your scheduled flight from Beijing to Xi'an. Our hotel in Xi'an area will be our base, as you say, for the next 2 nights.
The modern capital of Shanxi, Xi'an, served as a capital to 11 dynasties over a period of 4,000 years, including the powerful Tang Dynasty, which marks the city's peak. With a rich history and a stunning location, the Qinling Mountains to the south and the Weihe River to the north, Xi'an is one of the most popular destinations in China. Tour the Xi'an City Wall. It was constructed in the early Ming Dynasty, and its design was based on the imperial city of Chang'an, which means everlasting peace, of the Tang Dynasty. The Xi'an Wall is one of the best preserved ancient city walls anywhere in the world, and is the best example of a walled city in China. In addition to ramparts, the wall contains watchtowers, moats, city gates, and tower entrances. Visit the Bell Tower, originally constructed in the 17th year of Emperor Hongwu's reign during the Ming Dynasty, and moved to its current location in the 10th year of Yuan Li. The architecture is grand and the art is superb. The highlight of the visit will be the ascent to the tower, which offers a magnificent panoramic view over the city. We will dine this evening in the local restaurants. Visit the Qin Terracotta Army Museum. In 1974, a group of peasants digging a well made what was to become the greatest archaeological find of the 20th century, when they unearthed fragments of a life-size terracotta warrior. Evacuations of 3 underground timber-lined vaults revealed thousands of warriors and their horses, an entire terracotta army designed to follow its emperor into eternity.
Explore the beautiful Huaqing Hot Springs, located in the northern foot of Mount Lishan. The Zhou, Qin, Han, Sui, and Tang dynasties all used the site as a temporary imperial abode. Today, the Huaqing pools are fascinating for their exquisite and picturesque scenery characterized by pink peach blossoms, green willows, dense foliage, beautiful pavilions, terraces, magnificent halls and towers, winding corridors, and long verandas. Visit the Bomho Museum and Excavation Site, one of China's most important cultural heritage sites. Archaeologists have uncovered a village from the Neolithic period, which at its height spanned 50,000 square meters. Explore the excavations as well as the museum featuring 10,000 artifacts found at the site. Relax and enjoy our scheduled flight from Qian to Chongqing. We will board a private coach for our transfer from the airport in Chongqing to Luzhou, our sister school approximately 2 hours away. I'm done.
Luzhou, a town founded in 135 BC in the southern mountainous region of Sichuan in central China. Visit our sister school, Tianli International Boarding School, for 5 days. Students will live with their host families and experience for the first-hand cultural and living in China. This will help the students grasp the language better and improve their cultural understanding. To culminate the immersion of students into the language and culture. As China continues to grow economically, it is important for generations of students to understand the underlying culture and education system behind the Chinese economy and how it will affect them as world citizens. Believe me, this will be a fabulous once-in-a-lifetime experience. Former students who traveled to China said it is a lifetime experience, enriching their understanding of a one.
Friday, 21st of June. Our rewarding and enjoyable tour comes to an end as our guide accompanies us to the airport on our final day. I know you'll have fun on your journey into China this summer, and your participation will help make this incredible experience happen. I look forward to having a group of 12 to 14 to make it happen. Please, seriously consider this opportunity that will be a lifelong learning experience. I might add, one of my friends who has traveled all over the world, including most of Europe, said China was by far the most wonderful trip he has ever made. So I hope you consider this statement and join the Canon team on this trip.